Hello and welcome to Zubi. When calculating product nutrient information, particularly in baked recipes, you must accurately calculate the moisture loss. Because the concentration of nutrients differs dependent on how much moisture is present in the recipe, it is important to calculate the moisture loss accurately so that your nutrition panel and ingredient listing will be secure. Zubi's moisture loss calculator has been developed to simplify this process for you. In this example, I should be calculating the moisture of this cake recipe. Going to the Recipe tab, you can see at the top here that Zubi calculates the number of ingredients, the ingoing weight in both kilos and percentages, and it has results here for the percent weight loss, the percent moisture after baking, and the outgoing weight. In order to calculate moisture loss accurately, at least one ingredient needs to have the moisture before baking added as a nutrient. To do this, let's check our ingredients. To check my cow milk, click on this icon here and it will pop open in a new tab. Going to the Nutrients tab and scrolling down, I can see that the moisture before baking has been added to this ingredient. Checking another ingredient, click on the icon and the butter will open in a new tab. Scrolling down, I can see it has not been added. So to add the moisture before baking as a nutrient, we go to this side of the screen and start typing moisture. Click on the green plus sign and it will be added to the bottom of your list. I know from my supplier that the butter is 15% moisture, so I'm going to add 15 here as it's 15 grams per 100 grams. Click Save and your changes will be saved. Once you've done that for all relevant ingredients, refresh your recipe so that the changes can be synchronized. And going to the Recipe tab, I can see that my percentages have changed, so my changes are saved. If I know from testing that the outgoing weight is always 60 kilos, I can enter it here. Similarly, if I know that the percent moisture after baking is always 15, I can enter it here. Or if I know the percent weight loss, I can also enter it here. If, however, I'm in the recipe development phase and I do not know the outgoing weight or percentage moisture after baking, I can leave the figures as they are until such time as I have an answer. Zubi will notify you if you enter a moisture loss greater than is possible with the moisture present in your recipe. For example, if I put the outweight at 5 kilos, you can see that I get an error notice. My minimum valid outgoing weight must be 49.422 kilos. Either my scales are wrong or I have not included moisture in enough ingredients. To prevent recalculation of any of these, when adjusting a recipe, such as adding or removing ingredient, click the lock icon. Now the calculation will remain at this percent moisture after baking, even if I make changes to the recipe at a subsequent time. This is valuable for products when your aim is to meet a specific outcome. I can also click the lock on recipes with no moisture loss to ensure that no moisture loss is calculated. Now, with the correct level of moisture in each ingredient of my recipe, and the correct outgoing weight, or percentage weight loss, or percent moisture after baking noted in my recipe will have accurate moisture calculation, and thus an accurate label. To learn more, go to zubi.co.nz.